Hello Little Legends and welcome back to our Little Legends Passport Adventure Series. We all love our furry friends the koala and we are so lucky to have them living in our beautiful region. But did you know that there's another furry friend, the flying fox, that plays a really important role in spreading seeds that help keep our bush growing for our koala and other wildlife to live? Today we are heading out to Kooloonbung Creek where the flying foxes have set up camp, and we'll be chatting with knowledge wizard Byron to help us learn about these amazing furry friends. See you there. Welcome back, Little Legends. Our next adventure. Are we excited for this one?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. What are we heading off to do? Meet
Flying foxes.
Meet some flying foxes. Have you guys seen some flying foxes around before?
Yeah, over there.
Oh, cool. Well, we're going to go check some more out today. But does anyone know anything about flying foxes already?
Aren't they a type of bat?
They are a type of bat. Yeah.
But they are quite smelly.
And quite noisy.
Well, they can
Without
be.
the flying foxes, there'd be no trees for koalas.
And they're very important pollinators.
Glad you already know.
What's a pollinator?
Well, that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked because we have another knowledge expert to meet. We have our ecology wizard, Byron. We're going to head down and catch up with him and he's going to tell us all about why flying foxes are really cool and why we want to love them. We get going?
Yeah.
All right.
Hi Byron, we've heard that you're an ecology wizard and we have a few questions that we want to ask you. Is that okay?
Sure is.
Well, first question, what are flying foxes?
They're a type of bat. There's a few different kinds of bats here, flying foxes.
There is the little red, the grey-headed, and the black.
That's right. They're really important for our environment.
I heard they were a pollinator. What's that?
You would have heard about bees. They spread pollen. They go to each flower to get nectar, and they and they also get pollen, and they spread pollen from one flower to another, and then that helps the plants to produce stronger seeds. Right. Well, it's the same with the flying foxes. They eat nectar from flowers and also fruit, and so they get pollen on their fur. And when they're flying from one tree to another tree, they take some pollen with them, and then they pollinate another tree, and then it makes that tree's seed stronger. But they also do eat seeds off rainforest trees as well, and they also spread those seeds around.
We heard they help koalas. How does that work?
Well, just how I was talking about how they spread the pollen from one tree to another tree, and that makes the seeds stronger. So if they go and eat nectar off a koala food tree when they're flowering, and then they fly for like 50 kilometres and spread the pollen to another koala food tree, that makes those seeds on that koala food tree much stronger. That means that those trees are much more resilient to climate change and other changes in climatic conditions that can help that tree to survive in the longer term. Not that particular tree, but its babies, the seeds, and so on and so forth. So they're actually really important to spread that genetic diversity across the landscape over very large distances. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
I've heard they're threatened. Is that true?
Yep, that's exactly right. The grey-headed flying foxes are a vulnerable species, and they're protected under New South Wales and Commonwealth legislation. And the reason why they are vulnerable is because they've declined significantly in their numbers. And this is mostly due to loss of habitat. But all flying foxes are protected, as with all native animals. So the other two species are still protected. They're just not threatened species.
They're pretty smelly. Does that mean they're dirty?
Well, in fact, some people would think that they are dirty because they do actually do a lot of poo. And so when they're flying over, and they're actually nocturnal, and they're flying over people's houses at night time on the way back to their camp, which is just here, and there's houses just over there, they poo in their backyard. So then those people would think they are dirty. But they're actually not a dirty animal. They're clean animals. And the smell is not because of the dirt. It's actually a pheromone released by the males and to establish its territory around a particular tree that it might want, which is why you might see some of them fighting. They also make a lot of noise for people that live near them. And, so they do smell, they do poos, and they make noise, but they're very important for the ecosystem. And we need to appreciate that they also live in close proximity to people. So it's one of the things about learning to live with nature, in harmony with nature. And this is a reserve right in the middle of Port Macquarie for the purpose of the study and preservation of flora and fauna, so it's a perfect place for flying foxes to actually live.
That's cool. Can we go see one?
Let's go. Thank you everyone for coming to the Flying Fox camp. I think you've learnt so much, so we're going to give you an adventure stamp.
Thank
Would you like to take that?
you.
No problem.
Thank you.